G'day folks, Andy here from McDowall Manor. So what you're looking at there is a boneless ham. It's a Christmas boutique ham apparently, but what you can see is instead of costing me $36, because it's after Christmas now, I got it for $20, which is pretty good. Well, 20, let's say 22. It's still pretty good going, isn't it? Now the catch is, it's used by the 9th. But that's okay, because what I intend to do is smoke it. In the last, yes, it is already smoked. I want to smoke it again. And then I'm going to baste it as well, in the last little bit of the smoking. Then I'll chop it into bits and freeze that, and during the year we'll pull it out and enjoy a triple smoked, essentially, because it's double smoked now, a triple smoked basted roast ham. How good is that? Alright, first step is we'll unwrap him and we'll shove him in this here tray. What I'm trying to show you there is I have poked some holes in the bottom of the tray with a skewer. That's just to let a little bit of extra smoke in. So when I do the basting part, hopefully I'll remember to put some aluminium foil on the tray under this one. That'll catch any of the basting juices that run through those holes. I'll probably forget. So I'm going to leave that wrapping mesh on. A, it'll hold it together better, and B, I think it's going to make a real nice pattern in the bark. Now the only issue will be whether or not I can get it off later. So I'll give some thought to that as we start smoking. She's a long and slow process, so I've got plenty of time to think about it. So this is the glaze I'm going to use. It's a maple mustard glaze. So you don't have to cook it, you just mix it in a bowl, which is what really appealed to me, and I do like that maple mustard combination. So what I do is whenever I use up all my chip, I throw more in, and then I usually put a fair bit of some sort of cheap wine on it. You can see that's completely dried out. That's how I like it, so it's absorbed the wine. And when I put them in to the smoking tray, I actually just dampen them slightly. I don't saturate them, just pour a little bit of water on. Hopefully you can see that tray in the bottom there has water in it. That's to keep the ham moist, or whatever you're smoking moist. And that's the gas jet at the bottom. I'm about to hook up said gas bottle, and Bob's your uncle, she'll be away. I hope. That's the theory. Gas is connected. Check. Ham is in the smoker. Check. Water's in place. Check. We've got the chips in place. Check. I think we're good to go, folks. Let's light her up. Oh no, shut the door. Oh no, actually I light it up. I like to see what's happening, and then I'll shut the door. Okay, so she's on as low as it'll go. Everything's working well, there's no dramas, not leaking any flame anywhere that I can see. So all's good. Now we will shut said door and let it do its work. Now put the alfoil on the bottle. So hopefully I remember to put the bloody alfoil on the tray below when I start basting. I presume you can see that, oh yeah, that it started smoking. We want the temperature to remain pretty low. Which it is, which is good. So I think it'll go up to about 100 and a bit in my Celsius, which is about 200 Fahrenheit, give or take. I'll show you the back vent, which I've got closed, to try and keep as much smoke in there as possible. So we'll come back in a little. Maybe, if something exciting happens, I'll come back early, otherwise it's going to be 2 hours. There's that glaze blended up. I used red wine vinegar rather than the bourbon. You have a choice. The reason I used that was because I'd made some homemade red wine vinegar, so I thought, why not? About to get the ham out the oven. It's been in for 45 minutes and then give it its first glaze. So I have taken the string off, even though you can't tell. I got the look I wanted when from the smoke darkening the squares. I think I'll very gently score the skin. I wasn't gonna, because it's not real skin. Remember, this is a boneless ham. But a lot of the glaze is just running off, so I'll score it to give it a chance for the glaze to get in there. So I've thrown on another handful of chips. Yes, I did put the aluminium foil in place for when the glaze runs. There's our glazed and scored ham. We'll close it up and go for 20 minutes. 20 minutes is up. We're about to do our second basting, and then we'll probably throw some more chips in and throw her back in. Alright, there's our rebaste. She's going back in. Alright, so we ended up with 4 bastings. You can probably see it in the cuts there. It's looking pretty good. Not a lot on the outside. It doesn't make a bark like some of the thicker bastings that you might use. But it looks pretty damn good, and it ended up in, what is it now, 7 o'clock, 4 hours. So that's a pretty long smoking. The colour of the gold, where it's not covered in baste, looks pretty damn good to me. So pretty soon we're going to give that a cut and a little try, and we'll see what we think, shall we? So you can see, thanks to the water in the smoker, it's still pretty damn moist. It's looking pretty good to me. I'm going to have cut a little bit off this middle bit. I didn't want to take the absolute heel, and we'll see what it looks like. Yum! So you can probably see where I've been eating. That seriously has taken a shop bought ham to the absolute next level. Not getting a lot of the marinade. That's okay. I've got some spare, and I'm going to pour a line along the bottom of the plate when I serve it. But oh my god, the smoke has really gotten in, and like I say, it's gone from a cheap Charlie big supermarket ham to a gourmet butcher shop ham. It's just fabulous. Don't know what else to say about that, really. It's hard to follow up. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you guys can all get yourself a cheap Charlie ham and indeed take it to the next level. See ya. And that's how I really love my ham. Big slab of ham on a piece of toast with one of my own eggs for brekkie.